What's up, crew? Hey, we're going to continue with our production area tours here at Element Church. I hope this has been helpful for new members of the team and even other members of the team that have been with us for a little bit, and maybe they don't work in certain areas of production, so they never get to see these areas, or they're just kind of maybe wondering like what happens in these other areas they're not in very often. So today we're going to look at control, and we're going to look at broadcast areas. So let's show you around here. So here we're in the hallway, and this is the hallway that leads to the main lobby over by the cafe. So if we look down the hallway here, you can see the artwork on the wall. That's the cafe area. Here's the signs that'll tell you if you want to go to Element Live, go down that hallway. If you want to go to the children, go to that hallway. Here's some more signs. So Growth Track and Fireside are that way. There's the production office. We'll be going in there in just a minute. Here's where we do baptism. So pull back the curtain here. It's hard to see, but that's where people climb into the baptism. And you can see right over there is a window. That's what we open up when we do baptism so people can see inside. And that over there is the door to get to the backstage area. So here is the control room to kind of give you some context of where we're at. A lot of stuff is shut off right now, but in the control room is where basically all the video and camera stuff flows through. So I'm going to actually start in the equipment closet here. In the equipment closet is basically the brain of our video systems. There's some audio camera components in here as well. But in this rack basically is where everything flows through for all of our video systems, including broadcast. This little box right here actually sends our broadcast feed to Livestream, which you can even see Livestream. Livestream is actually a company that does live streaming, so we use them. And then there's just some storage, some TVs we're going to be hanging, some extra storage space, and that's what's in here. When we come out, we are in the video director's position. So this position here is where our video directors will sit, and they do a couple of different jobs. They can monitor different camera shots that are on these screens. They can monitor from back here everything that's happening on all the different screens. This computer is a presentation computer. They can run slides from this computer, but most of the time on the weekend this computer is just running pre-service slides on a continuous loop. The other thing this computer does is it's also the main computer that we use to configure our broadcast. So when we go live online, all that's controlled from this computer and this device here. So the video director is the person that oversees everything that happens in the control room. They're the final say on what goes out on the screens, what gets recorded, what goes to the live stream, and they are just giving general direction as needed for the room here. This position is where our camera director sits. Again, a lot of stuff's turned off right now, but there are 6 different screens. We can see multiple camera shots. This device here is used to control some of the camera settings remotely, and the camera director is giving direction to all of the camera operators and the different shots that we're looking for. Up here, you can see that this is where sound comes out for everybody in the control room to hear. Right above that is our team purposes. So if you're part of our experience team, you know that we have a purpose for everything that we do here in production. Got a question here live on Periscope. Is that where you do the remixes? It's actually not. Actually, I'm getting ready to show you. We have a different room for broadcast feed that we can also do remixes and post-production. Thank you for asking. I'll show you in just a second. To finish out this room here, we have 2 presentation computers. This one primarily is for the computer, or I'm sorry, for the TV that pastor uses when he's speaking. This computer is pretty much videos and any other slides that we use, and the lyrics for the band. And then last but not least, this is where what we call our program director sits, and they're the person that is live switching the service. So they're operating the switcher controller, and they're basically the button pusher that determines what's going to go out to all the screens, what's going to get recorded, what goes over to Fireside, and what's in our lobby. So that's how all this works here, and that's what people do. So to give you another perspective here, I'll come up to the front. So standing here in front of the control room, in front of the screens, excuse me, we got a program director that sits here, a presentation person that sits here, a camera director that sits back there, and a video director that sits back there. So usually there's 4 people just in the control room to make our services work. If we exit the control room and go next door, we are going to go into the production office. It's where we office out of during the week, but it's also where we run our broadcast audio from. So here you'll see that we have a studio set up and a yoga ball, but we can do post-production here, which we actually don't do too much of. We don't do a whole lot of post-production. Most of everything we do is recorded live, and that's what you hear on the message archives that's online. Again, all the cameras are turned off, but the broadcast audio person mixes from back here using computer software. And then they can actually see all of the camera shots, all of the program feeds, so they can kind of mix for a TV feed as opposed to mixing for, you know, what's going on in the auditorium. It's a totally separate deal. So cool. Hope you guys have enjoyed the broadcast audio and control room tour. And again, if you guys ever have any question, you can ask me or Dylan or Joanne or Keith or any of our staff. We're here to help you. Hope you all have a blessed day and enjoy your night.